Hello. I have finally figured out how to live stream on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously. So that's what I'm doing right here. So, how's everybody doing? I am streaming simultaneously on YouTube and Facebook for the first time. I'm excited. I should be able to see your comments. I'm using a app or a third party called StreamYard. Unfortunately, I can't see. It's showing me like somebody just said hi and Facebook user. So I can't tell exactly who that is, which I'll have to see if I can figure that out. So that's what I see on your screen there. So I think if maybe a Facebook friend comments, then I can see who that is. But if it's somebody I'm not friends with on Facebook, it just shows up as Facebook user. So, but I'll go ahead and get into it. Trisha, I just tried to call her a minute ago. She must be partying hard. Of course, as soon as I want to talk, get a little frog in my throat. All she wanted for her birthday was pie. She wanted strawberry rhubarb pie, which I could not find. I called about a dozen places around Durham, but I did find a place in Chapel Hill that had a strawberry pie and a peach pie. So I picked those up for her today and dropped them off. I went to Target and got her some birthday party stuff so her nurses could celebrate with her, and got her a fuzzy blanket to snuggle with. That's her favorite, her fuzzy blankets. So she told me that she is, a little while ago, she was going to be sharing pie with people. Also, my sister sent some cookies in the shape of lungs, and sorry, just checking things out. So apparently I can't see if it's, I don't know how this works, but the people who are commenting are Facebook friends of mine, and I still can't see their names on this app. My sister sent some cookies for the nurses, so she was passing those out as well. So hopefully they're having a good time. The highlight of the day for Trisha, she walked 5 laps without her walker. Her nurse hung everything on the IV pole and rolled around with that, but that's the first time she has taken more than a few steps without a walker. And it's a they call it, what do they call it, a foreign country, Swiss walker or Austrian walker. Somebody who's watching probably knows, but it's a walker. Literally, it goes up this high and you just rest your arms. It's got 2 little handlebars. That way, if you get a little tired, you literally are just resting like this. It's pretty cool. I think, have I posted a video or photo? I'll see if I can get a video or photo. And of course, she's got all her lines attached. So she was excited about that. She kind of was able to walk unassisted for the first time today, which is cool. She said she was going to do some more walking as well. Excuse me, just ate a banana and some water. Man, I'm having all kinds of trouble. So that's her highlight for the day. She's feeling good. She's very hopeful to get out on Monday. No more little bumps, issues we're praying for. What's today? Wednesday. So that would be Monday would be 3 weeks, which is probably average or close to average for post-transplant, post-double lung transplant patients. 3 weeks was about where she was at for her first 2 transplants. So we're happy about that. Hey, Keith. Tell Marlena and Ashley I say hello. Thank you. So she had a good day. This is not the first time she spent her birthday in the hospital. Unfortunately, when you live with a chronic illness your whole life, you're bound to spend multiple holidays. She has spent, I'm trying to remember if she's ever spent Christmas. I feel like she has. I don't remember if it was with me or before when she was a kid. New Year, she definitely has. Thanksgiving, that's no fun. 4th of July, her birthday, my birthday, which is, of course, the most important holiday. So, yeah, she's spent quite a few holidays in the hospital. I would say over her life, if she turns 38 today, Trisha has probably spent, I mean, even just since I've known her, she has spent 9 to 12 months of that time, the past 20 years in the hospital. So my guess is she has spent 18 to 24 months of her life in the hospital, which spread out over 38 years isn't, a big thing. And there are some people who've spent a lot longer time. So we're thankful for how well she's always done, and Duke always takes good care of her. So yeah, I know we had a Zoom with my family. So back home, my 2 sisters and their husbands, and I have 2 nephews and a niece. I have a brand new nephew who's about 6 months old. And then also at home, I have an aunt or aunt, whatever you like to say. I have another uncle and aunt who have 3 kids. So I have 3 cousins who are all my kids' age, pretty much. I have another cousin who is married, recently married. Trisha's parents. Probably forgetting somebody. Trisha's brother, who lives with her parents. So yeah, we've got a lot of family back home. So I Zoomed just now with all the people on my side of the family, or most of them anyway. And then Trisha, I know, talked with a couple of her siblings earlier. She's going to talk with some more of her siblings. Trisha has lots of siblings. She has, when she was born, she had 2 half siblings who she did not know about until 10 years ago. 10, I think, is when we discovered each other. So she's got to know them, and they're part of our family now. And then she was adopted into a family. She's the youngest of 6, so she has 5 siblings that she grew up with in her adoptive family, who, of course, she's incredibly close to. Sorry, my son is texting me. He's wanting to watch a movie, and he wants my permission to watch it. So I told him I'd check it out. So yeah, she's going to Zoom with some of her family, and she said she spent quite a bit of time earlier talking with her sister Cheryl, and I'm sure a bunch of friends and other folks have texted and called her today. So it's hard to get up with her sometimes in the hospital. Seems like every time I call her, there's somebody in her room, which is fine. They're taking good care of her. But a lot of times it's, hey, can I call you back? type of thing. Hi, Kathleen. See, so I can see your name if you comment on YouTube. So I see Kathleen. Husband received a liver at Duke last summer. Well, I hope your husband's doing well, Kathleen. So yeah, she's had a good day. So, we're in that. She is. So I kind of put the post surgery in the hospital. I kind of segment it in 3 phases. The first is the first couple days, and this isn't true for everybody, but it's been true for Trisha all 3 times. The first couple days, you wake up, there's some discomfort, some pain, some confusion. You're high on pain meds. You're feeling good. The stuff hasn't really kicked in. So you got that first couple days. You can call that a honeymoon, where you're actually feeling halfway decent. And then after the first couple days, the pain starts kicking in. Your nerves start regrowing or reacting. The discomfort starts kicking in, and usually that lasts for about a week. For Trisha, it was about 8 or 9 days this time. And then on Friday, she kind of turned the corner to where there's still some pain, still some discomfort, but it's not that 1 week it's really intolerable. So we are now in that third phase, which basically lasts for the next, until she gets discharged, and then she comes home, and there will still be usually some relatively minor pain and discomfort as her body continues to heal. So we're in that third phase, which is great. It's that middle stage that is just no fun. So we feel like she's made it through that, and that middle stage 2 is where the most complications can happen. And she just had kind of one minor one, apart from the pain and discomfort. So we're thankful she's through that. All she has to do is get rid of these chest tubes, and once she gets rid of the chest tubes, the epidural comes out. Once the epidural comes out, the catheter comes out. And then if she's walking her mile every day, and doesn't need morphine or whatever she's on right now, which you can't take home, then they'll let her come home, and they'll probably send her with a pain med and then Tylenol as needed. But she's pretty tough, and usually when she comes home from stuff like that, she tries to avoid those pain meds as much as possible. I'd be like, no pain, no thank you. So she's way tougher than I am. So, and then she'll come home. Let's say she comes home on Monday afternoon. They will set an appointment for her on Tuesday, back at physical therapy, the same place she was at up until the day of the surgery, Monday through Friday. So there's no rest for the weary. They don't want you sitting around. A lot of people would go home from the hospital if they let them, and sit and sit and sit and sit. And that's not what you need to do. You have to push hard to build your muscle, to get those lungs breathing well, to rebuild just everything you lost in those, for Trisha, 3 weeks in the hospital. So she'll be right back to physical therapy, an hour or 2 a day. I assume they're still doing one-on-one. I haven't heard different. And they'll push her hard. They'll push her real hard. So anybody have any questions for me while you're here? Sorry. It's that time of day where I'm starting to kick in. I still got some things I want to do before I go to bed. So yeah, it's been very different this time with her in the hospital, and me not being able to be there. Been a couple little hiccups with that. Nothing major. And honestly, if I'm not going to go into detail, but if the the little hiccups, if that's the worst that happened because I wasn't there, then, relatively, we're very happy with how everything's gone. And, like I keep telling people, it's actually been good. It's health. It's hard not to be there mentally, but it's been good for me to sleep in my own bed every night, wake up when I want to, not be woken up like you are when you sleep in the hospital by the nurses and stuff coming in, not eating hospital food every day, which, I don't mind that it's decent food, but you usually don't end up eating healthy. So it's been good for me to and not actually have to be at the hospital. I would be there if they let me, so don't get me wrong. But it's been good. So I keep telling people my goal, I knew I wasn't going to be able to go in the hospital. So my goal was to recharge after taking care of Trisha all by myself full time for 2 months, which I've been doing it for a long time. So it's not, I'm not complaining. It's what I enjoy doing. But to recharge from that so that when she gets out of the hospital, I feel refreshed, which I do. So that's been good. So we're, in a way, I'm thankful for that. Again, I wish I could be there with her, and I would be if I could, but I've been forced not to be, and so tried to take advantage of that. Thank you, Patty, for praying. Michelle asked, did she love all the birthday messages? I guarantee you she has not seen most of them yet, as busy as she is in the hospital. I know she's seen some. I haven't even. There have been hundreds on her support page, so I haven't even had a chance to look at them. But yes, she loves what she's seen so far. She'll be able to go back when she's home and she doesn't have nurses and physical therapy and respiratory therapy and everybody pestering her and go back and see all that. So we really appreciate that. That was very cool to see. I don't get that many birthday wishes on my Facebook, but that's okay. I don't deserve it like she does. So anybody have any other questions? I'm gonna hop on Facebook just to make sure I'm not missing anything. So yeah, Facebook, I can see everybody and see who's talking. So I'll have to figure that out with this app. But I'm testing it out, so we'll see. I'm about to yawn again. Sorry. So, we've had people back home offer to go clean our house and get ready for her to come home, which is very kind. And I normally would probably take advantage of that. But I thought about this the other day. Nobody's been in my house except for my parents and my kids and a plumber for almost 3 months now. If you know anything about germs and viruses, most germs and viruses die on surfaces in a matter of hours or days. Coronavirus, they say, is a week or two. So even though our house might be a little dusty, it's as germ-free as it's been since her last transplant. So that's a good thing. So I was thinking about that the other day. I appreciate people who want to help and go clean, but I don't, we'll take care of the dust and stuff when we get home. But right now it's as germ-free as it can be. And that's the key for us and for Trisha right now. So we're going to keep it that way. I don't mind the food at Duke. Trisha likes hospital food, probably because she's lived on it for so long. She's a little picky eater. I'm not picky as far as taste. There's certain foods I don't like to eat anywhere, but a slice of pizza is a slice of pizza, and a salad is a salad, and banana pudding is banana pudding. So I can always find something in the Duke cafeteria to eat. I'm sorry. Oh, man. I'll have to go soon. All right, last call for questions. Thank you all again for your prayers and encouragement. They mean a lot to us. They really do. Keep praying for my buddy Hunter, not my son, but little friend Hunter. He actually, I'm sure he's feeling horrible right now because he had kind of a major surgery yesterday, but he sent Trisha a little happy birthday message, which was really sweet of him. And so Trisha sent him a little message to tell him that she's praying for him. But keep praying for Hunter that he had a heart surgery yesterday. I don't think his heart, but some stuff around his heart to just help him live stronger. And so pray for him and his mama Crystal, who thankfully is able to be with him in the hospital because he's a minor. So that's a great thing. But she's experiencing this hospital life, and it's not easy. So you can pray for her. And I was talking with her yesterday. When Trisha goes into surgery, it's old hat for us, which I know sounds weird for a lot of people, but it is what it is. We're used to it. Our daughter Gwyneth has had a couple of minor surgeries, eye surgery and ear tubes and stuff when she was little. And even though those were minor, man, it was hard to hand her over to the doctor and so it's different when it's your kid. So pray for Crystal, because thankfully everything went well, but it's just tough to watch your babies suffer and be in pain and discomfort. And I know Hunter's a strong, brave dude, so you can pray for him. I'm sure he'd appreciate that. I told Crystal if they, when they get out of the ICU, if they have a window, I'll go try to find his window too, and do a little dance for him and make him a sign and all that. And tomorrow, I'm trying to record a song every day. Tomorrow's song is for Hunter, per special request. So I'm excited because it's one of my daughter's favorite songs from one of her favorite movies. So make sure you check out tomorrow's song. All right. Well, thank you guys. I'm glad to see this is finally working. So my family and friends who aren't on Facebook can watch on YouTube, either live or at least they can come take a look and see my beautiful face, which they miss so much. Tomorrow's a big day. It's another celebration. Those of you who've been following our story for a while know what tomorrow is. I think it's tomorrow. I'm so confused right now. So check in if you're on Facebook, and I'll have a post about tomorrow and why we're celebrating. All right. Thanks. You guys have a great evening, and I will talk to you later.